Hello again, friends. I am Seed Hero, and welcome back to Triangle Strategy. Real quick before you maximize your tab away, if you can just drop a like in the video, I would appreciate it so very much. Now, we just finished up a fight alongside the Roselle, and we kind of proved to them that we are on their side, and they have agreed to willingly return back into slavery. So we're going to be jumping back into that arc here in a second, but first, we have a character story with the lovely Miss Anna. Anna recalls her first mission while speaking with Eredor.
Looking worse for wear, Anna. Long scouting missions sure ain't easy.
Easy or not, I do what duty demands. Do you need something?
No. Just reckon Benedict must be relieved you're back safe and sound.
Must he?
Course. After all. He treats you like his own daughter. Don't know any parent what wouldn't worry over their child. And he's got extra cause to fret, with all the dangerous work he gives you.
Oh? It never crossed my mind. Benedict trusts me. That's all I've ever needed.
That's so.
Do all parents by blood show concern for their children?
Wondering about yours, are you?
That's none of your concern.
I still remember how you insisted on being a scout, soon as you were old enough. You wouldn't say why, but any fool could guess it was to find out more regarding your parents. This work's well suited to that sort of thing.
Yet Benedict refused me.
And he was wise to do so. It ain't a job for an amateur. Guess he hadn't anticipated you'd trained under Archibald.
I earned his respect when he saw what I could do. The means don't matter, only the results.
A few years ago.
I have grave news, sir. The enemy has captured one of our scouts. I know our soldiers aren't broken easily, but given enough time in the enemy's hands...
And here we are, severely short-handed. I shall call a war council, so our approach may be reconsidered.
That teleport leap qualifies her in my book.
The scout has been rescued and returned safely home.
Already? That was far sooner than I anticipated.
I hope my actions were not out of line.
No, well done, Anna. I don't know where I'd be without you.
Nor are you.
Can't thank you enough for leaping to my scout's rescue, while Benedict was still pondering what to do. I'd pay good coin just to see that look on his face again. So, think you'll find your parents? Not trying to dissuade you from looking, mind. I'm only being nosy.
Dissuade? Is there something you've not told me?
What would I know that you don't? Just take care you don't end up regretting it.
See that? They're bros.
I'm this close. I can feel it.
Anna and Eredor Bro Chronicles completed. Alright, we're jumping back into main story. The Roselle agreed to return to the source, leaving Serenoa and the others with mixed feelings.
We survived. But what consequences must we now pay?
Worry not, my lady. I shall relay that Silvio died an honorable death in battle.
He totally wasn't begging for his life at the end.
Hyzante is unlikely to raise any questions, so long as we bring the Roselle back as promised.
Indeed. But we must not let Jerome or the others down. They've trusted their fates to us.
Of course. If that key they mentioned truly exists, then we can use it as leverage against Hyzante. After House Wolffort's position is secure, that is.
We must move faster than that. They cannot be forced to suffer for so long.
My lord, Lady Frederica, you have no cause to concern yourselves. I am the one who made the promise, so the responsibility falls upon my shoulders.
That's not exactly how that works, Benedict.
That isn't the problem.
A disgraceful trick.
Benedict, I appreciate your motives, but...
It is my duty. Leave the villain's role to me.
You misunderstand. Words must be followed by action and accepting responsibility. That is the Wolffort way. Is that not the very reason you defend our house?
My lord.
Whatever the case, we must first report to the palace. Let us discuss what we shall do after that.
That was very uncharacteristic of Benedict. Wonder if we'll... I'm sure we will eventually. But I do wonder what the Hierophant looks like.
The Holy One has made a decision.
Also, in the front row, on our right, our boy Skullet is looking as wonderful as ever.
The Roselle have returned to the flock, and for that the goddess is pleased. Now they may begin to absolve themselves of their sins and gain true salvation. For your service in bringing this deed to pass, the Holy One has judged you worthy of a title most exalted. You are to be welcomed as one of the Saintly Seven.
That is quite the honor. While I cannot argue the courage of Lord Serenoa's deeds, I wonder if this elevation of station is premature.
Exham, I'm gonna need you to shut your mouth.
Minister Exham, I seem to recall a time not long past when your detractors said the same in regards to you. However, you proved their misgivings to be unfounded, did you not? The Hierophant believes that for Hyzante to prosper, the young must be given the chance to build the foundation for the future.
Of course. My apologies for speaking out of turn.
Be wise to not let it happen again.
I have no words to express my appreciation. The goddess may rest assured that I shall treat my new title with all the gravity it deserves.
The Saintly Seven are whole once more, and this marks a joyous occasion for all of Hyzante.
Who is number 7? Who are we missing? I assume Edor there is 1, and then the 4 in front of him, I assume they're another 4. We'd be the 6th person on the screen. The Hierophant can't be a Saintly 7, can she? I assume she's like the leader of the Saintly 7. She's the Saintly 8.
May the goddess be with you.
Maybe I'm entirely wrong. I don't know.
So, have we earned the goddess's mercy?
More than that, in fact. I have been honored with a position as one of the Saintly Seven. After a trying journey, our worries are finally at an end.
I wouldn't go that far.
That is heartening. The decisions we were forced to make to get here. I pray we never have to repeat them.
You have my word we never will, Frederica.
The promises of everyone in this game. Come on. What a liar.
Then let's return to Castle Wolffort. Home at last.
We're gonna get there and it's gonna be immediately to the Scales of Conviction with something even worse.
It seems congratulations are in order, my friend. The future of your house is secured.
After much suffering.
That may be so, but you should still hold your head high. Not only have you protected those that serve you, but you have uplifted them to even greater heights.
Perhaps, but my rise to power was built on the sacrifices of many.
Those sacrifices were made purposeful by your judgment, Serenoa. You've grown to meet the changes fate has brought. Thinking back on the day you first met Frederica, I hardly recognize you now.
That day seems so far away now.
Would you go back if you could? Back to those carefree days?
I don't know.
I wouldn't. At first, I would awake every morning with a heavy heart. Images of the peaceful Glenbrook from my dreams lingering in my mind. It was all I could do to simply survive through the day. But our encounter with the Roselle made me realize something. I could no longer live in self-pity. To do so would be to invite a slow and insidious death. I had to make a stand. I had to act.
Still so many people I have to show this spear to.
I had to be ready to discard this mask once and for all. My friend, I have a request to make of you, selfish as it may be.
Maybe you could just not make it.
Aid me in my fight against Aesfrost. I want you by my side when I see the Archduke laid low.
Of course.
Oh, we're taking him up on it this time. Okay. Ooh, we got stuff. Main story. Oh, there's two main stories. Okay. We'll start with the side story. At the Ministry of Medicine, Lyla informed someone of the Holy One's orders. Who is this someone? Also, somebody remind me. I need to remember to upgrade weapon. We got to figure out what that Azure Crystal upgrades.
The Holy One has ordered for us to deliver our Elfric to House Wolffort.
Or Elfric? Who the hell's that?
And here I thought your research results to be top secret. What a curious turn of events.
Perhaps the Hierophant determined it a good chance to test them in the field. They could easily sink an Aesfrosti ship or two.
And yet I see not a trace of a smile on you.
Is that the anime weapon that Exam used to take over our castle?
I never wanted to build weapons for war.
What the hell did you want to build weapons for then?
Yet you don't think twice about toying with human life. How ironic.
How dare you!
I love this dancer. Every time she's on screen, she's just like, screw your status.
Have a wonderful day.
The audacity of Edor's dog.
Let's just stay over here at the Hierophant's Palace. Serenoa and Roland, plan in hand, attend the Congress of Saints. Why is Roland here? Is he like our attendant? Do we all get an attendant? Did Booker attend these?
Now, let us commence the Congress of Saints. I believe Minister Serenoa had an issue to bring to the collective.
Thank you, Minister Edor. It concerns the trade embargo. This is a plain show of aggression from Aesfrost. They mean to weaken us before they strike. That is why we must crush them before they do. I would ask for my pleas to be heard by the goddess.
This is not a matter to be taken lightly, my lord.
Aesfrost's declaration was a surprise, to be sure.
But without salt, Aesfrost's people will suffer. If they refuse trade, we shall oblige them until they see reason. Let them have their futile posturing.
Apologies for my boldness, but I must urge you to treat this situation with gravity. The Archduke is no fool. There is doubtless an ulterior motive behind this embargo.
Is that so? Such as?
I believe his aim is to crush his enemies in one swift assault, just as in the Salt Iron War.
Aesfrost's army would again stoop to such skullduggery? As if our memories are so short. Aesfrost and Glenbrook tried the same, at once declaring war and attacking our sacred city. But history remembers their failure.
They sacrificed their honor in vain, as their assault proved impotent against the goddess's shield. Defeat quickly followed.
Indeed, and Gustadolph's memory is as long as anyone's. He would not try again, unless he had a means to bypass the goddess's shield, which I believe now he has.
Could that be potentially what they found in the caves? I'm not entirely sure what the goddess's shield is, but there is still the matter of the thing that Dragon found in the caves, and I have no idea what it is, not even a clue. But they have not even mentioned it since the time it was originally found.
You cannot mean. They're explosives. The very technology researched by Dragan to aid in mining.
Or they could just mean dynamite. Maybe I'm thinking way too deep into this.
I had never considered it could be used in warfare, but the idea is not beyond imagining.
I see. It is clear that to ignore this possibility would be folly. What measure would you suggest we take, Minister Serenoa?
I would bring the fight to Aesfrost. Strike first while their plan is yet in its infancy. The Archduke is bold because he commands the strength of Glenbrook. If the Wolffort forces were to take the capital, he would lose that foothold and be forced to retreat. All I require is the leave of the Holy One.
A daring plan, Minister Serenoa. Let us suppose you did win back Glenbrook. Who then would rule over its people? Will you leave Cordelia, assuming she still lives, to sit on the throne as queen?
All reports indicate she is naught but a puppet of Aesfrost. We would suffer her rule at her own peril.
And if House Wolffort were to assume the throne, they would be decried as usurpers.
A troubling complication indeed.
I believe I can present your solution.
Oh, we got the reveal. I'm not actually not Prince Roland. I'm actually Prince Roland.
For you see, the second Prince of Glenbrook yet lives. And he stands before you now.
Gasp.
Impossible. Aesfrost trumpets your death across the realm.
Another deception, it would seem. There can be no mistaking those features.
I shall take the seat of power in Glenbrook and pledge allegiance to Hyzante.
Oh, would that every council of the Seven were this eventful. For the Prince of Glenbrook to drive Aesfrost from his ancestral home, I can imagine no greater justice. But what do you make of this, Your Holiness? Do you find Lord Wolffort's proposition to be a wise one? Understood, Your Holiness. Lord Wolffort, Prince Roland, the goddess has hearkened to your plea and has passed down her judgment. You are to have the full support of Hyzante and her people. Lay Aesfrost low and drive back the discord that threatens to engulf Nozelia. If there is aught you require, you need only ask. Her servants are at your complete disposal. Grand Constable Roland, Lord Wolffort of the Seven, walk with courage and smite thine enemies. The goddess shall be at your back.
Grand Constable Roland. And Lord Wolffort of the Seven. I actually could get used to that. I don't mind it.
We shall bring her glory. For Hyzante.
There is much preparation to be done. Together, we shall bring an end to Aesfrost's hubris.
Our two little lords down there seem to be very big on humoring the goddess and Hyzante right now, and I'm very curious just how seriously they're taking that. And now our second main story. A missive arrives from Sycris, alerting Gustadolph to dangers back home.
Are you certain it's wise to return to Aesfrost alone, Your Grace? You are needed here.
If Sycris's missive is to be believed, I'm afraid matters are far too grave to be left to anyone else. Svarog's deception is nearing its climax. His ill-gotten profits are being used to build a weapon of untold destructive power.
Our anonymous source from the manufactory hinted at as much. Svarog is bold to have carried out his plan this far.
We mustn't forget the matter of the explosion sighted in the Wolffort domain. We must make his precious death knell ours, and soon.
Death knell? What's that?
It's our anime weapon.
Let the adults speak, my dear.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Thalos.
If we're to be wed, then there should be trust between us. How long do you intend on treating me like a child?
Very well. Tell her, Thalos.
If you insist, brother. This weapon combines the powerful explosives developed by Dragan with Aesfrost's mastery of steelcraft. Although yet to be tested, this cannon is said to have the power to breach even Hyzante's walls. The goddess's shield would buckle under a single blast.
But the shield is impregnable.
I have heard nothing of this. Do you think so little of your general?
A general is to win me victory, as and when I command it.
Svarog's intent isn't to bring Hyzante to heel, however. He means to use the cannon against Brother. But the fool was so blinded by ambition that he never saw the strings guiding his every deed.
Fool that he may be, he served his purpose well. The cannon could not have been made without his engineers and Dragan's research. He will die secure in the knowledge that his bloodline contributed to the glory of Aesfrost. Sadly, he shall not live to see his work completed. With it, we shall do what our forebears could not. The goddess's shield shall yield before Aesfrost's might and ingenuity.
If we can even approach the walls, brother, the trade embargo will ensure that Hyzante is especially wary of our actions.
On the contrary, their focus will turn inward. With naught else to leverage their influence with, they will take measures to see that none of their precious salt escapes their borders. There may be some gnashing of teeth, to be sure, but it will only be in an attempt to hide their inner turmoil. Erica, muster a force and march to the Hierophant's palace at once. Deliver to Hyzante my final demands.
As you wish, brother. I shall gather what news I can of the Saintly Seven's machinations.
Oh, she gonna find out a lot more than she thinks she gonna.
Thalas, you will remain in Glenbrook. Conduct yourself as if I had never left.
You hardly need ask, brother.
I'm always an asshole, brother.
That is all. Now go.
Even his own flesh and blood are but tools to be used and then discarded when their purpose is served.
He has faith only in himself. Such has ever been his way.
Defiance and Despondence. Completed.
Aesfrost and Glenbrook remained strong after declaring a trade stop with Hyzante. Gustadolph sends Erica to Hyzante to deliver his ultimatum, and dispatches an army to Glenbrook to increase the pressure on the Holy State.
No.
Hyzante, under the banner of Prince Roland, sends Minister Serenoa Wolffort of the Saintly Seven to prepare for retaliation.
We are under the banner of Roland? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Erica, I hope you brought a notepad.
Softly but surely, Norzelia descends into war once more.
Chapter 13, Part 1. Our time has come.
Those are the Archduke's wishes. I implore you not to forget that this is his final offer. Come to think of it, I heard that Wolffort was added to your saintly ranks.
As was the dead Prince Roland.
Where might he be?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. The dealings of the Saintly Seven are our business, and ours alone.
How disappointing. I had hoped to congratulate him on his promotion.
That wretched woman. Those are hardly wishes.
Aesfrost all but demands us open the source to restore our diplomatic relations.
The Duchy fears neither a lack of salt nor the goddess's shield. We can assume they have a plan in mind.
Then this was no more than a ploy to stall for time. We had best expedite House Wolffort's plans to take the capital. Minister Exham, send word to Minister Serenoa.
We going in, boys. Under the banner of Prince Roland. Meow.
You wish to lend us Hyzante's new weapon?
Yes. It was a directive from the Holy One. The weapon is one Minister Lyla developed in secret.
I compressed a vast quantity of magic into crystal form. We call this weapon Elfric.
Nice.
The blast crystals have yet to be perfected, but they can decimate a castle wall easily enough. You saw what Minister Exham did to this fort, did you not?
Only kind of. It looked unharmed, really. It just scared everyone.
So those purple flames were from your crystals. This Elfric you speak of.
We thank you for your support.
Be forewarned, that their power makes him unwieldy in an average battle.
They are not meant to be used on people. Furthermore, we are only giving you a single blast crystal.
Regardless, I'm certain it will come in handy while recapturing Whiteholm Castle.
Its incomplete nature makes it regrettably tricky to use. But Milo should be able to take care of that for you.
Oh, is that the dancer? Do we get her?
Use them both wisely.
I am Milo.
Hell yeah. I hear you're bewitching.
A dancer by trade, but assistant to the Saintly Seven on occasion. I shall serve you, Minister Serenoa, until we reclaim the capital.
It's only until then? Come on now.
You sure you'll be okay?
You needn't worry. It isn't my first time flirting with danger.
Hey, girl.
A Hyzantean spy?
Very likely.
The blast of the Elfric should help you catch the enemy unawares. Both my army and Minister Camsel's will join in the attack. Can we entrust command to you, Minister Serenoa?
Most certainly. And the crystal will be key in our plan to reclaim Glenbrook.
We have plenty of stuff to do here. Side story. Sycris reports a theft in the archives to Gustadolph. A theft in the archives? Someone stole my book!
You have made a grave error in allowing thieves to raid the archives, Constable Sycris.
Forgive me. My guards gave chase as soon as they noticed intruders, but they'd already fled beyond our reach.
What did they take?
Luckily, they were unable to gain entry to where we keep our more sensitive texts. All they were able to make off with was a single book penned by the late Lady Orlea.
Orlea? She left behind a message of sorts?
She'd bid it be passed on to Lady Frederica when she came of age, but it seems those wishes were forgotten.
Thalos or Erica must have hidden it from her. They derived no greater pleasure than from tormenting her. Do we know what was written in this book?
No. Storage records indicate it was protected by some arcane seal.
It must be of some significance, if she would go to such lengths to protect it from prying eyes. Perhaps something to do with the Rosellan liberation, for which she fought so fiercely. Or perhaps it is not but a mother complaining to her daughter of a duchy they both despise.
I shall send a party to hunt down the thieves at once.
No need. Such ruffians are unlikely to be in the employ of our foe. No doubt they were simply looking to loot us to fill their own purses. It is more important that we dispose of Svarog and finish the Nell with all haste. Dispatch your soldiers there.
Aye, Your Grace.
Interesting that he was, like, all aboard with that. We once again have two main stories. A missive arrives at Whiteholm Castle, informing Thalos and the others of the outcome of Erica's negotiations with Hyzante.
Ah, tidings from Erica. She says Hyzante refused our final offer.
You seem surprised. There was no way Hyzante would agree to open the source.
I know that, but the negotiations were meant to buy us time. Yet it seems their soldiers are already on the move. Damn it all! This wasn't supposed to happen.
If you play with fire, you get burned. Now we have no recourse but to meet them in battle without the Archduke.
So it has come to war, then?
We just have to beat them at their own game. Their newest saint is heading the vanguard. You must be delighted that a former retainer to the crown is coming to visit, right, Cordelia?
Enough, Thalas. I won't allow such impudence toward the Queen.
Atta girl of Laura. She's coming around.
Queen? This child is nothing more than a puppet. And I believe the impotent one here is you, Avlora. A general has no right telling the Prime Minister what to do.
I had no idea the Prime Minister's job was to torment the weak.
Enough, General of Laura. I will answer the Prime Minister. As the Queen of Glenbrook, I shall protect my kingdom until my dying breath, no matter who may stand against me.
It appears your impudence is contagious, Avlora. Your charge knows not how powerless she is.
Worry not, Your Majesty. I shall protect you.
I feel like Thalas is making enemies with the wrong people.
Because I am to wed the Archduke?
Because you are a warrior. One who does not give up, even if she must fight her battles alone. I was an orphan. I never knew my parents. I entered the army to make a place for myself. So I know better than anyone the pain of having to do everything on your own.
Allow me to bare my heart to you as well, General of Laura.
Please don't.
As the last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, I do not intend to let Gustadolph have his way.
You mean to strike down the Archduke?
But I lack the power to do so. Have you heard of the Royalists? The aristocrats who were aid to my father.
I have. I also heard they secretly indulged in bribes and the like for personal gain. That man Patriot was cozying up to the Archduke not seconds after King Regna's beheading. Their kind knows no loyalty.
Indeed. But Gustadolph has not given any of them a position in his court, so they have fallen on hard times. I want to ask Patriot and the other royalists for their help.
Are you mad? No doubt they would wholeheartedly embrace you as their symbol, but only for their own purposes.
I understand that. But their years in service to the crown have earned them great influence in politics. I must have their support if I'm to reclaim Glenbrook.
I feel like telling Avlora this is a terrible idea.
Is it possible for you to rein them in?
Not alone. But with you, General of Laura, I can. They lack military might. If you accompany me, I could sway them to my cause. Please, General, lend me your strength.
As an Aesfrosti general, I simply cannot turn a deaf ear to what you have told me.
Yeah, that was a dumb move.
Did you not think I would tell the Archduke of your plans?
Of course I did. But I refuse to stand idly by as a mere decoration. So if it meant earning your trust, I was willing to show you that I wish to protect Glenbrook by any means necessary.
You took a gamble.
I had to. For it is not status or reward that moves you.
So you bet on my honor, and refusal would sully my name forever. However, safeguarding the kingdom comes first. Fighting at your side will have to wait.
General of Laura!
A word of advice, Your Majesty. Both Hyzante and the Archduke are veterans of war. The fight will not be an easy one, and may rage on for many years.
Even so, I will not falter. I must do this. For my father and brothers.
An admirable resolve. one which I will see fulfilled. I shall be your sword and shield, my queen.
Damn of Laura. Okay.
Thank you, General of Laura.
You know, I don't think any of this could be made possible without Thalys. What a good guy. Truly the protag. The Talior streets. We killed their leader. Under secret orders, Huet scouts the Talior domain with Flugi, who is not a person but a bird.
Benedict asked me to scout out Talior and where the Aesfrosti soldiers are stationed. But I hardly see any around. Why did he ask me to come here in the first place? I doubt it would matter in reclaiming the capital. But orders are orders. I should report back.
Oh, our little Monopoly pieces are kissing. That's great. Alright, we are out of time for today. Actually, hold on. Hold on. We got an encampment. Everyone forgot to remind me that that I need to go check our upgrades. Who needs the upgrade? Can you get one? Oh, we got silver now. Yeah, Serenoa gets it. No question. Wait. Roland has another one, the Azure Crystal. Okay, alright. He does not have... Oh, what is that? I don't know. And what are these three dots? Oh, I need to know. Oh, I need to know all of these things. I think we are going to give this to Serenoa. We gave Roland the first one primarily because we wanted to get the TP cost down of whatever the other skill was. Cover HP when you defeat an enemy. Pretty dope. Grant 1 TP to all allies within range. Now, is this a usable skill? Yeah, usable in battle. It's not passive. Okay, so I guess if he stands in the middle of a bunch of people, could be nice. I really want this TP thing. I really do. But I feel like we never use Serenoa in the back. He's always out front. So I don't think that would really get any use. Yeah, I don't think it would get any use. So we're gonna get Route and Recover. Do you have anything new for us, Mr. Lionel? Oh, he does! Look at all that! Oh, we're gonna be so broke. Probably don't need the timber and stone. Or iron, for that matter. We seem to have plenty of all of those. We can buy more if we need them. Increased damage by delaying strike? I don't think so. The Hawk Dive range could be great, but I think instead we're just going to give him more damage. Yeah, let's give him speed up. Frederico, what do you got? Oh, we need more quality fiber. Shame. Blinding arrow duration. Shadow stitching arrow duration, that's kind of cool. Now, do we care enough about the accuracy up? Last battle, it really reared its head and kind of screwed us a few times. But I feel like we were missing on like 80+% shots. So I'm not too taken by the thought of it. I think we're just gonna go ahead and grab this crit rate. And we will give him a speed up. That sounds lovely. More speed on Rudolph means more traps. Got anything else we can do on the second row? We do not. Is there anything important that we're missing on the first row? I think Jens has earned his physical defense up. He earned it. The next one is 12 stones. Oh no, it's 10 and 1. If we had another quality stone, we can just go ahead and give him everything. He has 210 HP. I'm not sure that 10 health is really going to matter that much. It's, what, less than 5%? Let's give him physical defense up. I know I said it doesn't matter, but we're going to give HP up to Rudolph. We'll give him some more health. We can give Huette some health too. So long as we dangle her so frequently. Alright, we are gonna get on out of here. And then we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. Tomorrow we are going to jump right back into Castle Wolffort and find out what this decision is. Anyways guys, thank you so much for joining me on today's storybook episode. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Take care.